Hey, crypto family. Hope y'all been doing good. So, the big question I've been getting asked recently is, are we at the bottom for Bitcoin? And I'm going to cover a couple reasons why I think we may possibly be at the bottom or very, very close. So, first, looking at my 1 hour chart here of Bitcoin, you can see right now we are starting to flash a buy signal on the 1 hour for the whales buy sell indicator. Now, this signal has properly predicted a lot of reversals. You can see back in October 13th, it predicted the buy from 83.45 up to 84.35, so a $100 move up there. Predicted the sell and then another buy on that dip. So again, for hourly charts, it is really good on predicting these $100 moves. Now, again, this doesn't mean Bitcoin will reverse here, but it does mean there is some bullish momentum. Now, something we can see as well is there is printed a green dot here, and you can see the Wolfpack indicator is starting to reverse to the upside. So again, that is indicating some bullish action. Now, going here, looking at the 2 hour, we can see the 2 hour, now that has not flashed a buy, but we can see it starting to curve up. So we can see here on the Wolfpack, it's starting to curve up, changing trend. So going from bearish, starting to turn bullish now. Again, so that is very, very good. And, possibly seeing this level out here, possibly some consolidation before climbing to the upside. And then looking here at the next chart for the 4 hour, you can see here that the 4 hour isn't quite as bullish. So this still is taking some time to catch up, because you remember this drop here in Bitcoin is very recent. So the 4 hour really hasn't had a chance to catch up, but it is, we can see, hopefully starting to come around. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And then finally, looking at the daily chart, we can see here that the daily is actually a little bullish as well. So we can see here there was a buy signal on September 30th, and that has maintained. It has not flashed a sell signal yet. So it's right on the edge of that Wolfpack indicator, so possibly going to the downside. But again, it is right at the edge, potentially signaling we could still continue upwards. Now, one thing I want to focus on here is this triangle pattern that I drew. So as you remember, yesterday I drew and I said there is a big move incoming. Now, this played out just like clockwork. You can see it stayed just in this triangle. I haven't moved anything from yesterday. And then once we broke to the downside, we broke huge. So it went from 82.93, and actually almost the very next candle went to a low of 80.85. So as you can see on the right side here, I have this volume indicator profile, basically indicating the amount of buy volume and interest at these levels. So you can see there was a ton of resistance here around this 83.50 level. So you can see here a ton of resistance, ton of volume, and also still there is some buy volume around this 8100 level. So there is a lot of support here around this 8100 level, and I think we will hold this. Again, I'm looking between 80.50 to 81.50 as good entry points here. So if we can see those levels again, then again, that could possibly be a good buy point, at least to start scaling in if you're not already. Now, this is not financial advice, just my opinion, but again, just something I'm thinking about right now. And then also looking at this previous support here we have at 7,700. If we do make it this low, possibly looking at, buying some around this level as well. But again, the RSI is very oversold. The volume, you can see this green candle here on the 1 hour. So starting possibly to turn, and as well, something I want to focus on is this red 9. And you maybe not be able to see it, but this is on the TD sequential, a red 9. This next candle we have forming could possibly be a reversal candle. So always after a red 9 or a green 9, the opposite usually happens for reversing. So possibly catching a reversal on here and continuing to the upside. Now, if we do reverse here, then the resistance I'm looking at is around this 84.20 level. So this is something that we need to pass through if we're going to continue to try to retest this 8800 that we couldn't pass on the last rally. So again, 84.20, something I'm looking at right now for resistance, looking to climb above there and close above there. Closing above is very, very important for indicating these bullish reversals. So again, you always want to look at candles closing, not just wicking above the resistance or below the support, because that is a lot of manipulation. But if the candle closes, that means there's a lot of demand, a lot of buying or selling, depending which way you're going. And again, that's more of a confirmation versus just small wicks within 5 to 15 minutes. So hopefully this helped y'all out. Again, I am short-term bullish right now. I think we may be able to see reversal here in the near future. But again, could have some more downside, but I'm looking around this 80.50 level for some support and not breaking below that. So we're going to see what happens. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate all my subscribers and viewers. Until next time, thanks for watching.